Hey guys, welcome back. I am coming on to start my first project with the June 2026 color kits. The June 2026 Shimmerz Paints kits. I have got the color kits, and this color down here is part of the bonus bundle, which comes with an amazing sequins mix. I have got the paper kits. And yeah, so I've got the color kits, the paper kits, and the bonus bundle. What I want to start with today. Oh, and there's a complete unboxing on my channel, guys. I should tell you, you get a bunch of papers that are two-sided papers. And yes, they're gorgeous on both sides. The struggle is real. We have a set of dots. There are alphas in silver, so we're bringing a little silver something in. We have got all kinds of die cuts. I already showed you the sequins, but I wanted you guys to see the vibe that we're going to be coming off of. And then I'm just going to spend a lot of my afternoon getting my paint on. So what I have here, I just have a protective mat so that I do not, so that I do not make too much of a mess. I have got my cute little, what I call a coloring book sheet. So every month we get one, and they're so fun to customize. I think it's a hoot. Sorry if it's a little bit dark on my camera because we've got a bunch of clouds came in. It was sunny earlier. I've got my palette here, which is a white plate from the Dollar Tree, because we like to be as fancy as possible around here. Let's see, I have some slightly dirty water because I just swatched my paints and I wanted to see what's what. I'm probably gonna have to switch out my water a couple of times this time because, you guys, we have got saturation. And that means when I do a little rinse-a-roo, I'm going to need to go ahead and clean my water a couple times. Not a big deal. Some paper towel. I will have a roll forever and just clean it off on top. You put my pen away. We don't need that. I've got a few different sizes of pretty cheap paintbrushes. I don't worry too much about fancy paintbrushes because I'd be so sad if I actually wrecked one. Let's see. So I have everything I need. I have got some water right here. And what I like to have the water right, first of all, I always just have it in my craft room. But it's going to help me activate these gorgeous little pans of paint because I like to have my paint waiting for me instead of me waiting on my paint. So I like to get things laid out. I've got my Shimmerz paints, which these are the original formulas. They already come with the color. Plum Perfect is literally Plum Perfect. It's so pretty. This Royal Purple is like kablam. It is so pigmented. I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to go ahead and use this spritz and get a decent amount of it right on my palette because I will go ahead and then just use it as if it is a watercolor. Same thing for this Colorings and Berry Sassy. So that is how I set myself up. Now I've got all of my pretties. Now, I get that sometimes these projects can feel like, where do I start? What do I do? And that's why I always start with this. It gives me like a little bit of playtime, and like, quite frankly, I do not do anything very complicated with it. I put paint from here onto here. That's all I've got. So let's see. We have our little goose. I love this goose. All right, let's just concentrate on the goose, and I'll show you what I mean because I'm a simple girl. I love my goose. It's cute. Okay, let's see. Paintbrush sizes. I'm gonna probably, I could use a smaller one. I need a smaller paintbrush. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Let me get a little guy. I have them up on my pegboard over here, and last time when I put them away, it looks like I wasn't as concerned about how I line them up, so it's not a big deal. Let's see. Come. Oh, this is a good size, and can I find another little one? Well, I just sent some flying, and we don't want Blue to eat them, so let me get back over. Okay, So the first thing I see is that this goose has a little beak, clearly, because, you know, we like that in a goose. So I'm just going to get into my paint, pick up a nice amount because I want it saturated. Now, the thing that's cool though, you can always, if you want it to deepen or have more color saturation, you can always just go ahead and layer it up. Not a big deal. So while I have the yellow out, and this is a thing that is important to me when I know I've got like, I have yellow, right? Well, I mean, it's called Meet Me at Sunset, but I also have royal purple. I don't mind rinsing my brush a bazillion times when I have really similar colors. But when I'm gonna go back and forth and have a super saturated colors, I find that I'm gonna have to change my water so much more because a lot of that pigment will come out in the water, right? When you clean your brush. So I was thinking this time I'm gonna kind of use yellow in a bunch of places, and then I'll probably use the next lightest color and the next lightest, and not put myself in a position where I have to go back and forth quite as much. I hope you understand what I mean by that. So all I'm doing is picking up color from one place and dropping it into the other. I didn't gesso this. I didn't do anything. Now, will I get a little bit of warping? Maybe, but that doesn't bother me at all. If you want it to be super, super flat, when you are done painting in this coloring page, then just go ahead and put some heavy books on top of it after it's dried. Don't just slap them right on, and then that will flatten it out a lot. But once things go into your albums, guys, things just find a way of behaving a little bit. It's totally fine. So as you see, I am being as simple as just coloring these things in. I'm not making any of this complicated. I will, like where the butterfly is concerned, it'll have several colors, but I'm making the main color yellow because I think it'd be pretty. And then I'll do it, I don't know, what's it called? The little bod. I don't think it's called the little bod. Whatever, I don't care. You know, I'll make that a different color and it'll be fun. But I'm just gonna go from one little bit to the next, adding color and enjoy my afternoon. I'll put on a little show and just go for it. So that's a question. When you guys craft, I know people listen to music, they listen to podcasts. Like, I tend to watch true crime, which I think is just so funny in that this is like my big relaxation time. And I, you know, just chill out with my true crime. It's just what I do. Okay, so I am going to keep going at this. When I get more color on, I'll pop back and kind of show you where I am. So super quick check-in. I just thought I'd show you that I have now moved on over to this gorgeous Plum Perfect color. And I've just applied that here, there, and everywhere. And then I'm gonna go to the next color and the next. And it's just so relaxing to do it this way. It's like the most fun, like mixed media, adult coloring, little chill sesh. Okay, I am going to, off camera, finish painting these in. I'm gonna fussy cut them all out, choose some photos, and then we'll come back and put together a layout. So I'm starting to look at the product I want to use with my photos. Now, I have, my photos are matted in white, so that's great. So they'll pop off a little bit. And I also grabbed some embellishments. I like these little film strips. They have a really strong pop of black. My daughter's wearing black. And her gal pal is actually wearing a navy set. They looked very cute for what they're doing. And, you know, they somehow did it without dying. So I really dig this paper. That's interesting to me. It's soft and it's pretty, and I don't know if this is really a soft, pretty thing. Now, when I look at this makes more sense because there's this brightness and a vibrancy, and it's a little bit more in your face. So right now, I'm hedging over here. But what I think I want to do is do a strip across it with some kind of simple mixed media technique stuff. Now, I'd love to get a little bit of the sapphire in because, like I said, Emily, she's the one that was wearing the blue, was wearing blue. My daughter's just in black, so she is super neutral. Let's see, I'm going to grab a very fancy tool that we will call a baggie. I'm going to start with just making sure the pigment is mixed in my colorings. This is Berry Sassy. Same thing for Sapphire. I want it to be mixed a little bit because I'm just going to do a little bit of, like the smooshing technique. No big deal with that. Now, I still have these bits here. And guys, it's been like a week since I started filming this because, things started happening in the world. It's fun. So I just have them activated in case I want to bring them in. You guys, I didn't even grab, I'm a lost cause. I didn't even grab water to wash my brushes with, so I'll do that in a moment. So what I think I'll do first is I think I'm going to grab my Berry Sassy. Berry Sassy. I'm just going to give it a nice little smoosh. And, the smooshing technique, you guys, I'm not even going to use all of this, is so polarizing. Some people love it. Some people do not like it at all and find it to be like this really lazy technique. I'm like, you do you. But what I'm doing with just wanting to get some color on here, I think it's really going to work for what I need. So, cool with me. Now, when I like that it came out a little bit more pink when I added water, I didn't want it to be red. So, that's good. That was a good little accident. You know what I'm going to do, because I liked that? I'm going to grab the same baggie again and add a little bit more water again, because what you can end up getting with Shimmerz paints is one paint can give you multiple saturation levels, and it's something I really dig. So I have that. That's fun, and it kind of reminds me a bit of this very athletic day. And the reason why I'm wiping this off on the side right now, and yes, I know I have a craft mat down, is just so that I don't stick my hand in it, because things do happen. Now, I definitely do not mind if splattering this, I'm just going to do some splatty bits, if I get Sapphire into the Berry Sassy, because then we might just get kind of a pretty orchid shade. Who knows? But we will definitely have some of the strong Sapphire as well. Oh, I'm kind of liking this on its own. Oh no. I might have to pivot. There's another paper I've been auditioning because I'm really digging this a lot right now. There's another paper I'm going to have more of the blue come down. And it has like these plus signs on it. So we might be going that way. You guys, the creative process, it is not linear, I can tell you. Okay, love that. Now here's the thing. I'll show you something I really like about it. And guys, I know this is really simple, but mixed media doesn't have to be super complicated. Do you guys see that? Okay, I'm using a textured white cardstock for my stash, but you can see the texture more with the mixed media brought in. It's fascinating to someone like me, just fascinating. I'm bending it slightly so that the paint doesn't fully pool. Okay. Like that, I think it's fun. Kind of just want it to dry, though. And I think I'm going to stay with this color palette. I don't want to get too, I'm not really feeling like bringing in our other colors. And you can see, like, I was doing some color mixing and all of that when I was doing my, when I was painting our coloring sheet. That was really fun. I needed some green for some of the leafy bits, so that's just how we went about getting that. So what I'm doing here is I am grabbing a smidge of Plum Perfect, which is really like a lilac-y shade. I'm adding some water to it so that it can really move, just because I want to get some of these pearly sparkles in too. And now I'm kind of feeling like this is totally looking like it would be really cool for a Tough Mudder kind of thing. And I have pictures of a Tough Mudder race that my daughter and her husband, I don't think they were married yet, but my daughter and her husband were in. But we digress. We are doing this layout, so never mind. So just getting some of that like bam pearly goodness so that I can let this dry and I can be a happy, happy girl. Okay, so that's how simple we're gonna make this one. So we smushed with a baggie, right? And it was a baggie I had even used about 1,000 times for making my own kits, because, you know, it's a thing. Ooh, I want just a little bit more right here. And then I just added water to get different levels of saturation, and bada boom, bada bing. We've got a happy, glorious mess. I have to let this dry. I'm gonna, do I want to hit it with a heat gun? Maybe if I have it pulled far apart. So when I'm using a heat gun, it really speeds things along, and that's great, but it can make your paper curl more than it would if you just leave it to dry. I'm a very impatient crafter, so we might just have to bite the bullet and hit it with a heat gun. I'm also gonna go ahead during that time. I need to refill my vintage water bottle, and I want to grab a cup of water to clean off my brush. So I'll meet you here when it's all dry. So I'm feeling a bit of a pivot to this paper because I want a really good, strong punch of color with this type of photos. So gorgeous polka dots, may or may not be used, but going to the side for now. And what I'm thinking of doing is just doing some simple tearing techniques. Save this paper, you never know. You never know. Actually, I do know. I use these kind of scraps all of the time, especially for like if you get clear scrapbook stickers. I like to put them on cardstock and cut them out. So it's a whole thing. Now down here, I'm going to do the same thing. So you guys, if you want to see the little tear marks, you know, with the white core showing, tear it towards you and tear it away if you don't. Ooh, that got really bumpy. That's kind of interesting down there. What I think I'm going to do is just something like this and spend a little bit of time tacking it down. I was trying to save as many of those blue splatters as I could because I think they really are helpful. Now let's see. It's a little bit bigger up here, and I'm just faffing about because I'm trying to think about how I want to do the next parts of the layouts. So let me see. Going to do this. So what I want to do, I'm going to get this tacked down. I think that is my first big plan. Cute, 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 right? We've got our photos. My daughter and I, oh, they're facing like this. So I'm going to go like that. And yes, lots of the mixed media gets covered. It's the nature of the beastie. I'm going to pop this up on foam. But what I also think I'm going to do is use a part of this solid right here to mat the photos. I think that would work because I want to save this for something else. I think it's really cool. And then, what else do we want to do? Love this. Oh, I like the You Are Amazing. And I'm going to have a little bit of the purple and the yellow. What I was also thinking is that we definitely want to get these film strips in somewhere. I think that they are so cool with the black and the color. So that would be good there. We've still got our dots. Okay, so I want to do this. I want to mat the photos, but I'm really also drawn so much to our sequin blend. It is stunning, and it has these little florals that have dimension. So I'm thinking I need a little sequin shelf under the photos as well. Yes, I know. I want to do everything all at once, but that happens when I first get a kit. So let's see. What else? What else? I need a title, and we've got these really great little silver alphas. So let's see. Is there, oh, there's a more than one A. I'm going to have to come up with a title and maximize these little guys. But then again, maybe I won't because I love this. Oh, I love that. Okay, never mind. The title is You Are Amazing. Just because I love the way that looks right there. I like this You Are Enough. Don't ever forget that, but I can't see why they ever would. I can't. Now these little clouds would be great popped up here. And then, what I could do is finish this off by being oh so fancy with these little photo corners, and they would be cute popped up as well. Wait, let me see. I wanted to do flower, flower, and then like stars, stars. You guys, this is gonna come together in like 3 seconds, but sometimes the simple stuff is the good stuff. Let me get all this stuff popped down and we'll talk about the sequin shelf in a moment. Okay, that went on so quickly and it was fun. And you guys, I didn't treat my background, but it really did not curl up too much. So this is where I was talking about really wanting to get a sequin shelf in. So what I do, and I don't know if this is a real term or not, it's just something that I came up with because it makes me happy. So what I'm gonna do is get a bunch of liquid adhesive. It's like liquid adhesive gone wild, right? Kind of want it to look almost like it's gone under here, like it's in a straightish line. Doesn't even matter. Okay, I'm gonna do that. This is so technical, guys. Get ready. The only thing I'm going to tweak and turn around a little bit is these yellow flowers. When and if they get turned upside down, I will go ahead and flip them over. That's about it. So I will sprinkle them in the liquid adhesive because it's fun. I won't use them all. I'll use a lot though. And you guys, if you guys are suffering from your sequins multiplying and you have 5 million of them, this is a great way to use a lot. And, ooh, I don't even feel like I have to flip some of these flowers over. They're so cool. Anyway, this is a way to go ahead and get lots of them used up, which I like to use my stuff, but it packs this big punch too. Now, I will let them kind of set and dry for a couple minutes. Like I'm looking over here, I'm like, I want to stick one over there. But then what I'm going to end up doing is knocking them all back into a little tray, not all. The ones that are not stuck will get knocked back into a nice little tray. Actually, I think I'll grab a piece of white, it doesn't even matter. I'm grabbing a piece of paper and I'm gonna start knocking the extras in. And I want you to see, like, guys, look at how cute. It's so cute when you do this. So more will come off, but I like to give them the opportunity to get stuck because I think it makes it end up looking really kind of, and I feel hokey for saying the word, but it's true, organic and like not super, super planned because the sequins decide who is the boss of them, where they're gonna go, and it's great. Aside from where you put down the liquid adhesive, and I'm sure you guys could use matte medium or all kinds of different things, but for the most part, you get what you get and you gotta be happy about it. So, I mean, I've never not liked it. You guys, I have all of these pretty sequins on this paper and now it looks so pretty. Okay, so I have that. I've got pretty sequins. It's bringing in all the colors. The only other thing I really need to look at is I did pull out, but I don't think I need them. I really don't. I pulled out these die cut butterflies. I got my dots and I always love to bring them in. I like the idea of bringing in this blue because I was kind of highlighting M over here. I already have You Are Amazing, so I don't feel like I need to go there. But I think I'll bring this other one over here. So I have the two. And then I can have that one for my next layout. I think that would be awesome. So when I'm looking at this, how am I feeling? I'm feeling good. The only thing I feel like I really need to do now is use some of the Plum Perfect that, I added the water to. to make my splatters, you know, like a couple minutes ago. I feel like doing that to get some of, I want to make sure to cover some of my photo, to get some of that paint in the foreground. It's kind of like you want the background in the foreground in the background, if that makes sense. It does to me anyway. And I really liked the pearlescent kind of quality that we got from it. And it tends to give us a little texture, which yum, I do like texture. Now, this was a great layout to put together. It was super fun, and the colors in it have the same kind of energy that I had for this event and the photos. So I really liked that. I think that was fun. And I also like, I mean, you guys, I love kits. I think when you get a Shimmerz Paints kit, you have, I mean, I get the color kits, I get the bonus bundle, which is one mixed media product and the sequins mix. You end up getting a kit that's already curated for you. So you're not sitting there thinking, what am I going to pull out? What do I want to use today? It's just kind of done for you. So I look at the kits, pull a couple of photos, and I am good to go. And if you guys have been with me for a moment, you also have seen that I use these kits for so many challenges and fun things because it's all like just done for you. And I love that. So there's my daughter and I. Yes, she is 10 times taller than me and she's fabulous. Fabulous. And they have been friends since the dawn of time. So it's so fun that they ran a half marathon together. It was down in the city of Detroit. So that's why you see the English D on her medal. Cute. But that's what I have today. Guys, down below, I will have links for the Facebook group so you can see what everybody else is doing with these products. For the blog, so you can see what the design team is up with the products, and where you can get your hands on these kits, as well as, you know, like a la carte mixed media goodies. Also, when you guys put in your order, put my name in the comments, you get a freebie for doing so, which is the bee's knees. So I'm going to have a few still shots to follow, links down below, and I will see you guys ever so soon with another video. Bye for now, friends.